Night, Mom and Dad, everybody would finish dinner, all our friends would come, Mom and Dad's invite all your friends, and we would have these Christmas parties that lasted for 12 years. So that gave Mom and Dad at the time an opportunity to get to know all of Michael's friends, Garth's friends, and my friends. And all of you have had an impact on Mom's life, and that's why you're here, and I thank you all for being here. So another thing that Mom, she's kind of done this too, because she really hates to miss a party. So here we are, while she's here and being vibrant, as my friend Dee Dee said, she calls her Vivacious Vi, of which she is. My mom is, I say to people, my mom, well, Vi's not normal. And I say that in a loving way. She is just, she's an anomaly. I don't know how she keeps going and going and going, but I think a lot of it is her friends. Friends, politics, books. She's just, I don't know, I can't even describe it. So I wanted to, so when Mom talked about this party, I said to her, should I go and find the old family friends that we used to have? And so I did this, and I found a family. Their names are Ted, Doug, and Ann Rhodes. My mom and dad, their parents, Dinty and Eric, were very, very close family friends to us. And we did camping together, and none of us have seen any of them. And the first one I found was Ted, 51 years later. And I would like the three Rhodes to just stand up, and I just want to honor you and the friendships and what we had together. And then have we got, where's the Higgins? Are the Higgins here? Are they way in the back? Higgins! So, another family that we spent great many summers with on Gambier Island was the Higgins. Dad used to work with Uncle Eddie, called him Uncle Eddie and Auntie Marion, and they have 4 sons, of which I think, I don't know how many we got here today, and they're just, these are people that shaped our youth, our childhood, and the people that Mom and Dad were most close to in the day. And I just kind of how it shaped us. Oh, I don't know what else I want to say here. It's too bad about the weather. We have lost Cousin Wendy. She is my mom's sister's daughter, and it's very, very unfortunate. And our foster brother, Bud, was unable to come due to the weather. But I do appreciate everybody else that's here. It's okay to talk. So my mother has outlived all of her friends, and
they're all here.
No, but all of the former friends that, and this is so she has been blessed with so many. Not all new. She's got older friends who are here, but she's blessed with having so many new friends that keep this. I think that's what keeps her young and vibrant, with all her new friends and her interest in people. And I have to say, my mom really enjoys mingling. She wants everybody here to mingle. And she wants everybody to meet everybody, which I'm sure that we'll make an effort to do that. I'd like Mom's grandchildren, if they could just come stand up here so people can see what brings great joy to my mother. So there will be, Marissa, okay? My daughter's Grandchildren. And we are missing one Allie, Alexandria. She's Garth and Barbara's daughter. And the only reason Allie is not here, she has recently adopted her 4th child. And this little girl, Emma, and she doesn't have a middle name, so she is now Emma Violet. And so, yeah, so little Emma's just not ready for the parents to be away. So I just want to honor Allie for that, what she's done, how she's changed her lives and our lives, and Mom actually has now 9 great-grandchildren. No, bring Nana. No, actually, I don't want to yet. So, Nana.
Bring up Nana now.
Nana.
Everybody, no. Are we hearing? And we'll now be hearing from Nana.
Mom doesn't want to come up quite yet. So I think what Mom's longevity. I think Mom's longevity is her interest in politics, and you can see some of her friends here with the tag politics. She's fascinated with people. She's a bit of a fixer of people. Her health is, she makes sure that she stays healthy, and she stays knowledgeable, and she has an astounding memory. And I have to say, Mom, I'm very, very proud to call you my mom, and you are an inspiration to many, many, many people, and I think a lot of people right here. So, I appreciate it, and I thank all of you for being here. Now, Mom has a very good friend, her buddy Judith. Where are you, Judith? Do you want to come? Judith has a couple of words, I believe, that she would like to say. So. Yeah? Okay.
I have to take a
deep
breath. They say if you're a little bit nervous, pretend everybody in the room is naked. So I'll do that. I was asked to say a few words about friendship, not to make a speech, but to talk about the meaning of friendship. This was the orders I got from Vi. Someone once quoted that friendship is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not something you learn in school, but if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything. Aristotle, I think he was a friend of Vi's, classified friendship into 3 different categories. There's the first area, that's friendship of satisfaction, and that means, the term means due to the benefit each brings into the relationship. So that can be colleagues, that can be business partners, that can be classmates. Then he talked about friendships of commonality, and that's where you have something in common. Whether you're on a sports team, whether you're within a political party, a book club, etc. That's that type of friendship. Then there's the friendship of the heart. This is the most important type of friendship. These are the friendships based upon respect, appreciation for each other's qualities, and a strong will to aid, assist, and comfort others. I believe Aristotle didn't know Vi, because he would have added another category, and that is unique. Now, many in this room know that Vi has her own vocabulary, her own language. So I thought I'll give an example of 3 words she uses. One is twilly. Now, many in the room have heard her say, don't listen to that person, they're twilly. So I went to Google to see what they say, do you mean? Well, they said, do you mean silly? No, I mean twilly. Well, I have to tell you, there is no such word. Another word that Vi uses is turnip. Yes, some of you have heard her say turnip. This is not the vegetable. This is to describe somebody. If you were to say Stephen Harper, Vi will say he's a turnip. Another word that Vi uses, and I'm looking at Vi now, is diddly bits. And diddly bits means, I believe, illegal sex. I Googled diddly bits. They said, do you mean diddly squat? I didn't even know that was a word. Anyway, Vi is a unique person. She even has her own language. In the past, I used to do, and I'm going to switch now into friendship. I've done a little roast. Now I'll just switch again back into friendship. I used to do seminars on stress and burnout. And I went off, and it wasn't, you know, eat your broccoli and do some exercise. It was looking at what you need to cope when you're going through a difficult time. And I came up with 4 types of friends that one turns to. One is the sympathetic friend. That is the friend that says, oh my God, that's awful. Oh, this is dreadful. And you know, sometimes you need that kind of friend. I once lost a diamond, or was stolen, diamond ring. And I was sitting alone in the house. I'd done the insurance part. And I phoned a friend, and she said 2 words. Oy vey. And I thought, oh, that's exactly what I needed. The next type of friend is the problem-solving friend. And that's the friend that will turn to you and say, well, you know, have you thought of this? Maybe it would be helpful if you blah, blah, blah. They are the advice givers. The last type of friend is the action friend. And they will take action on your behalf. And I'm going to give an example of someone in this room that helped Vi during a difficult time. Vi fell and broke her elbow. And her friend came in near the beginning and you know, got some prescriptions and made sure the house was good. And all of a sudden, I believe, I could be wrong here, fixed her door. Got out a screwdriver and fixed her door. Now, my God, that is a take action friend. But you know, sometimes as a friend we say, you realize somebody is going through a bad time and you might just say, do you want to go for a walk on the seawall? You know, let's go out for lunch. You know, you want to kind of help lift up that person. Sometimes for the young people in the room, it might be, let's go for a beer. So I think that there is the 4th quality, the combination friend, and I believe they have all of these qualities, and many people in this room are combination friends. I'm almost near the end. Bear with me. Now let's turn our attention to why 100 plus people are in this room to celebrate Vi. Some are old friends, some are new friends, some have come from afar, as Leslie has pointed out, but all are here to celebrate friendship. And I say, why? Why are you all here? Well, it's because Vi is exceptional and a unique friend, and we are lucky to call her our friend. But we can also call her a gardener. That might seem strange, but let me explain. A gardener, I'm going to put my glasses on. A gardener is someone who assesses and examines the environment when there is a need for that problem to be solved. They look for danger in weeds, they plant seeds, nurture and make sure something grows, deals with adversity and knows when to prune or cut back when there is a problem. A long time ago, Vi volunteered with the Elizabeth Fry Society and volunteered her time in a woman's prison. After a while, Vi, like a gardener, assessed that the root causes could be that were contributing to the women's incarceration. Like a gardener, she carefully determined what was needed to eradicate the weeds and thorns that contributed to the women's health, addiction, and petty crime. She did not lecture or use pesticide. Rather, she found the seed money to plant a new field for girls and boys suffering from sexual abuse and neglect, as well as group homes for abused women. She planted and grew a new garden known as Act 2 in 1980, the first counseling center for sexually abused girls and boys in British Columbia. She was its first executive director. When Act 2 was a mature organization, Vi looked afield, and again like a gardener, she saw the need to weed and grow new programs for the West Vancouver Seniors Community Center. From 1988 to 2001, she was the executive director and oversaw the growth of new programs that are still in effect today, 18 years later. In 2018, she was awarded a Civic Award for her contribution to the City of West Vancouver. To sum up, a gardener is not just a friend to a few, but also to a field in need. I would like to end with a quote from Marcel Proust. "Let us be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom." On behalf of everyone in this room, we would like to say thank you, Vi, for being our friend.
Those of you who have really had some effect on my life, whether it was in music or politics or whatever it was, you all have affected me in some way, and that's why you are here. So I think for friendship's sake, we should all have a drink and fun. Thank you.
Gonna be scratching on my mind.